Hey guys, so today's video I decided to sit down and answer some of your guys' questions and do a little Q&A thing because I have not done a Q&A video for so long on my channel. I don't know why I haven't done it, but I just decided now is the time. I asked you guys on Instagram and you guys sent me some questions, so I'm going to go through them. And I actually already tried to film this video once and it just did not go well. I was trying to edit it and I was just like, this is not it. Like, I did not like it. So basically I drove to Chick-fil-A and then sat in my Jeep and just talked to you guys, but then everything was going wrong. Like, for one thing, I parked in front of somebody's house. They came out and I think they were low-key what is this girl doing? Okay, yeah, this is probably not my smartest idea. Okay, now I'm embarrassed to start my car when they're standing right there. This is the worst video already. So then I ended up driving to a different place and sitting there, but then things started falling on the top of my car. The grilled ones this time. Something just dropped on my car. And then also a pigeon. Wait, was it a pigeon? A crow? Some sort of bird was out to get me, even though I was in my car, but still. There's a freaking huge crow. Hold on. I thought it was a chicken at first. Holy shoot! Okay, this crow, I hope you guys saw that. That was terrifying. I swear this crow's out to get me. Maybe this is my cue to leave. So I decided to just refilm it and do it here because it seems a little less chaotic. Also, before I get started, I wanted to let you guys know where all my jewelry is from. This is not sponsored, but I have been seriously wearing this whole set for every day basically. It's from Ana Luisa. I talked about it in one of my other videos that was sponsored, but I'm gonna leave a link down below because honestly, I am obsessed with their jewelry. Everything is very high quality, but it's really light, which I like, so yeah, if you guys are interested, I'll leave a link down below. Starting off, I'm just gonna go through these questions. Okay, so this first question says, do you consider cutting your hair short and do you plan on moving home? So I'll answer the first one, and I don't think I have plans to cut my hair. You would think since we're in quarantine and everybody's out here cutting their bangs that maybe I would participate, but I honestly haven't really felt the need to. I honestly think I would regret it if I did cut it, so I just wanna make sure it's healthy and I just wanna keep growing it long. I just like having long hair during the summer. I feel like it's very beachy and fun, so I don't have any plans right now. Then her second question is, do you have plans on moving home again? Okay, so I don't have any plans, concrete plans to move back home, and I honestly don't think I will. I do everything by years now, so the first year I was we'll see at the end of the year, and then I stayed another year, and now I kind of have to do the same thing. I'm okay, what's the next year look like? Because I can't really plan that far ahead, so I feel planning year by year is the only way to go for me. So yeah, I really don't have plans to go back home, and I know my mom will be very sad because she thought I was coming home after year one. So this poor lady, bless her heart, I'm sad. But I just feel these last few years I've grown so much as a person, and I just feel going back home would not allow me to grow as much as I have grown out here. And I just feel for me, it's the right place to be at this time. And yeah, going back home just doesn't seem like the move. So for now, I'm staying here and we will see what the future holds. I've been living in California. If you guys didn't know, I actually lived in Illinois. That's where my hometown is. But I have been living in California for 1.5 years, and this is the first time I ever moved was to California. So you know, it's a big difference of a small Midwestern town to LA. So I've lived here for over 1.5 years, and I just feel this is where I'm supposed to be right now. So yeah, I don't have any plans to move back home. I want to stay here. I don't think we'll be living in this apartment at the end of the lease. I think we'll move somewhere else, but yeah. I'll keep you guys updated when that comes, but that's not for a while. All right, the next question says, can you do a graphic t-shirt collection video? And I actually already have one. I filmed it, maybe it's been a while, but I haven't really added too much to that collection. So I will leave the video link down below if you guys want to see that, because t-shirts are definitely a staple in my wardrobe. I wear them all the time. So yeah, you guys can check that video out if you want. Somebody said, is moving across the country expensive? Is it worth it? I want to move in a few years. So yes, in short, moving is expensive, and I did not really realize that going into it. I was oh yeah, you're gonna need gas to get there, and yeah, you're gonna need money for rent and stuff, but I just didn't realize how much it accumulates, especially because you do it all in a short amount of time, that it's you know, a big chunk of money at a small portion of time. So my biggest advice is to have a good amount of money saved up so that, you know, you can have some wiggle room with that. And then also just California in general is more expensive. So gas is like so much more expensive, as well as groceries, just eating out. Like, it's so crazy. I'll go back to my hometown and just like go to a restaurant and I'm like, this is so cheap. It's crazy. And then, I mean, gas is just absurd here. And then she said, is it worth it? And for me, yes, it is worth it because you get such a different life out here. Like, we have beaches, we have mountains, so many good food places, just so much to do. It's just a different quality of life than what I was used to. And for me, it's worth it because I really like it. So if that answers your question, then there you go. Okay, the next question is, how do you and Madeline divide cooking meals? So if you guys didn't know, I have a roommate named Madeline. Basically, we didn't used to like share meals really, like back in the day before quarantine, but since we have been isolated, we have been making meals almost every single night. We either make them together or like I'll be like, oh, I have this recipe in mind, I'll make it, and then I'll just make it for both of us. And same with her, like sometimes she'll have a recipe and she's like, hey, I want to make this tonight, and then I'm like, cool, awesome. But then also a lot of times I'll be the sous chef, I call myself, because basically I just am the onion cutter. So I'll just like cut the onions and like garlic and stuff and get things prepared, and then she'll like make the meal. But then other times it's like the opposite. I don't know, it's like different, but we honestly do a really good job of cooking together, and we've been making some really good meals. But since it's like day, what, like 54 of quarantine, like we're kind of slowing down with like the creativity. So we have been making a lot of salads, which is fun. Somebody asked, do your parents ever want to visit LA? And they actually did visit me for about 2 weeks back in, when was it, March? Not of like this year, of last year. It's been a while, but it was so fun to have them here. We went to Disneyland for 3 days. We visited my aunt and uncle who actually live in Temecula, so it's not too far away. So we visited them. It was so fun to have them here and like show them my city and stuff like that. So yeah, I definitely want them to come here again. I'm sad I didn't vlog it. I have no clue what I was thinking. Like, I could have just vlogged, I don't know. It was back in the day when I just like, I don't know why I didn't. But yeah, I don't know when they'll come next because they want to go to Disneyland and I don't know when that will open, which is so sad. I'm so sad that Disneyland is closed. Okay, somebody asked, do you think Carole Raskin killed her husband? And in short, yes, but I also think there's no evidence. So I feel like people who are like saying really bad things about her is not right. I feel kind of bad for her just because, I mean, you're innocent until proven guilty. So I just feel like it's like kind of a touchy subject. All right, the last question was a question that a lot of you guys asked about, so of course I had to answer, and I mean, I was planning to talk about it anyways, but yeah, a lot of you guys were asking. Basically, a lot of you were asking about my relationship and how long distance was doing and if I'm still with Anthony. And the answer is no. We did break up. So yeah, if you guys didn't know, I had a long distance boyfriend that we were dating while I was here and he was in my hometown. So it was just like really hard. I mean, just in general to be in a long distance relationship. It definitely took me a while to get to the realization that I was not supposed to be with him. So yeah, I have no hard feelings towards him. There's nothing that like made us break up, essentially. I don't need to like go into all the details at all, but basically he's a great guy. I still have so much respect for him, but the long distance and just me, I guess like learning a lot more about myself and me growing as a person really kind of like changed my perspective of like being in a relationship with somebody. I don't know. It's just, I grew a lot and I just feel like I'm a different person and I need to, you know, be here fully because it was really hard to be here fully when I had a significant other who was in a different state. I couldn't really be 100% invested in like LA and like my relationships here and stuff like that. So yeah, that's it for this video. If you guys have any other questions and want me to do a part 2, you guys can leave them in the comments and I can try to do a part 2 if you guys are interested. But yeah, that's it for this video. I love you guys so, so much and I will see you guys in my next one. Peace. We're gonna do a little Chick-fil-A haul here. I'm so excited. Wow. Okay, so we got the 2 free cookies. Love that. We got our fries. We got our chicken nuggets. I like the crispy ones and the grilled ones. So yeah, they're both really good, but I got the grilled ones this time. Something just dropped on my car. So we got 2 Chick-fil-A sauces, ketchup, and barbecue sauce. I'm just going to dig in. Honestly, like I feel like I need to just eat this first and then do the Q&A because my mouth is like salivating. If you guys have not tried the waffle fries dipped in Chick-fil-A sauce, you guys are missing out. Seriously, like there's not really that many things that are better than this.
Miss that smile, Lord knows I ain't seen that in a while, but it's your style, so something must be up keeping you down. You a queen that must be heaven sent. Pray my soul, I must repent for not telling you what I meant and how I felt. Honestly, I'm used to throwing wishes in a well. My conscience tells me that I could've